The CDC and the FDA are continuing to investigate a growing outbreak of infant botulism linked to ByHeart brand infant formula. As of November 19th, a total of 31 infants have either suspected or confirmed cases of infant botulism across 15 states, and you can see them there. All affected infants have been hospitalized, but thankfully there are no deaths that have been reported. Even though ByHeart issued a nationwide recall of all of its formula products last week, federal health officials say that the contaminated formula may still be on store shelves. The company sells about 200,000 cans of formula every single month through major retailers, and that includes Target, Walmart, and Whole Foods. Botulism symptoms can take weeks to develop, and the warning signs include constipation, poor feeding, loss of head control, difficulty swallowing, and decreased facial expression. Attorney and food safety advocate Bill Marler is with us. Bill, good morning to you, and thank you as always. How can this stuff still be on store shelves given the recall?
It's really a failure on the part of those retailers. And then the other thing too is this product was sold online around the world. And so you're starting to see countries as far away as China, Trinidad and Tobago, the UK are all issuing warnings to their consumers as well, to throw this product away.
Right. So if you have it, get rid of it. Explain infant botulism and why it's so dangerous for babies specifically.
Yeah, primarily infant botulism. There's a spore that gets into the child's gut. The large intestine is not developed enough to get rid of it, and that toxin can grow inside that gut, and that's why it takes a long time to show symptoms. And I think that's unfortunately why we're going to see these numbers go up, especially because this product is still on the shelf and not everyone is paying attention to the recall notice or the news. And so I'm incredibly worried. The other thing too, Marni, is that there are a lot of cases of infant botulism that occurred earlier in 2025, where parents are reporting that the child consumed the ByHeart product, and those are now being investigated by the CDC and FDA. So this is a fast-moving outbreak, and I think we're unfortunately going to see more illnesses, hopefully no more deaths.
That is a scary thought. We're looking at the symptoms, Bill. Did they get worse if untreated, and are they reversible? And is this a deadly condition?
Yeah, so botulism can be deadly, and it is a progressive syndrome. And if you notice your child is constipated or fussy, not sucking on a bottle has a weak cry, then it can progress into muscle weakness. They can develop what's known as floppy baby syndrome. It can eventually attack the diaphragm, which can impact breathing, and that's what can happen, unfortunately. Deaths are really rare nowadays because California developed a antitoxin called Baby Big, which is very effective, and we hope that there are no long-term complications. The botulism toxin is $70,000 to $100,000 a vial. So this is not an inexpensive thing. Kids have been hospitalized for up to 2 to 3 weeks in ICUs, and then weeks or months on feeding tubes. This is a very serious thing. Parents need to be very careful. Pediatricians need to listen to their parents and get these kids hospitalized and on this antitoxin as quickly as possible.
What does this do, and you've worked in this field for so many years, do to trust in what you're feeding your baby? Because there's nothing more important for a parent than what you're giving your child. And when that trust is fractured, whether it's ByHeart or buying other formula, it's tough to earn that back.
Boy, this is a tough one, Marni. I thought we perhaps were solving this when there was the infant formula crisis a couple of years ago, and they talked about Operation Stork Speed. But here we are again, 3 years later with a potentially deadly pathogen in this product that people weren't paying attention to.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.